Hey guys, this is James Grebman of the Brisket here. We're here at the American Royale, and we have Allyssa King, Director of Communications here. Hey, welcome.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for being here.
Hey, we thank you for everything that you're doing here. First of all, how's the day going?
It is perfect. It is a beautiful day here in Kansas City, so we can't ask for much more than that. Everybody is loading in, everybody is settling in, and we have 535 teams, so
Wow.
what more can we ask for?
Holy moly.
Yeah.
This place is packed, and it's like, right now, I feel like this is the calm before the storm.
It really is
Right?
the calm before the storm.
And so we were talking with Kel earlier, and Kel said your people are going to be coming through the stands later.
Yes.
And I just imagine like this free-for-all. Everybody's running in here to get all this great barbecue. Obviously, I don't think it'll be
It's like
quite that dramatic.
Black Friday
but,
event, or
It should be pretty cool just to kind of see these people kind of trickling in. And next thing you know, this place is going to fill up, right?
It is, yes, especially tonight. So a lot of the teams are having those private parties. So they all have invitations to those parties, and they're just going to be packed full. It's going to be amazing tonight.
Nice. I kind of have some history with the with this event, right? But can you kind of give us kind of like what this means? I know this is a fundraising event,
Yeah.
right? It's probably
Absolutely.
the largest fundraising, but can you kind of share that with
Sure.
us a little bit?
Sure. So just a little bit of background about the American Royal. We started in 1899 as just a livestock show. Shortly then after, we added the horse show, the rodeo, and the barbecue. In 1998, we became the world's largest barbecue contest. And then, of course, as you guys know, we are still the world's largest barbecue contest, and that is in terms of teams and in terms of prize money given. So we hold that very near and dear to our hearts, and we are very proud of that title. So we love it. We are trying to do the best we can to make these teams happy and keep them coming back to the American Royal.
That's right. That's right. And on average, I mean, I know it's different every year, but is there like as far as the money being raised for this, like
Yeah.
how much, or how does it all get spent?
Sure.
Is it all going back to kids? Is it?
Absolutely. So we are a nonprofit, and this is our largest fundraiser. So that it does go back towards our mission, which is youth and education and ag education. So it goes back towards scholarships, and a lot of that money goes back to helping us to further educate youth about agriculture.
Very cool. Very
Yes.
cool. Yes, I remember like in high school, Texas. I feel like everybody thinks Texas is all agriculture, all
Right.
whatever, but it's really not.
Right.
People moving to Texas, they always kind of have this. They always imagine like tumbleweeds and people on horses for some reason. I don't know why.
Cowboy hats
I've been asked
everywhere.
that question so many times.
Right.
I'm like, no, man, it's a metropolitan city. You've been to Houston.
Absolutely.
It's like
Right.
it's huge,
Yeah.
But being a kid growing up in the suburbs, I mean, I still had friends that had horses. I still had friends that raising livestock, and even getting into equestrian classes in high school, and I fell in love with it.
Absolutely.
So I think
Absolutely.
that's really cool, going back to kids trying to further education,
Yes.
go to college, scholarships.
And that's what's perfect. We will bring youth in to the American Royal for one of our biggest events is what we call field trip. So we will bring them into our organization and teach them about agriculture. But we will also go into the classroom as well and teach them if they invite us in. So lots of different opportunities to teach them about agriculture and further that knowledge.
Right.
Do I love it? Do you have a favorite portion of the week or favorite part of the competition here at the American Royale?
Honestly, I love the whole thing, but one of my favorite parts is just seeing the teams interact with each other, and especially at awards night when it doesn't really matter who the winner is to the teams because they all cheer each other on, and I think that's really impactful because they're all just really good friends, and that's what's really cool to me.
There are a lot of friends out here,
Yeah.
and there are probably a lot of enemies.
Well, that is
right?
probably true too.
But at the end of the
Yes.
day, if somebody that even you really didn't like, they rubbed me wrong, or you rubbed them
Right.
wrong, you're still going to help them out. They need something.
Absolutely.
It is a big community.
It really is.
And yeah, I think that's what attracts us to
Yeah.
barbecue and this whole
Absolutely.
thing. So
do you get a
Absolutely.
chance to try out any of the competition barbecue?
Great question. We do, in
Yeah.
fact. And some of the teams will actually donate it to our volunteer hospitality, which is absolutely amazing. So, as you guys, I'm sure know, we couldn't do this without our amazing volunteers. And so when the teams will donate it to us and to our volunteers, sometimes we'll get to try that as well. So that's pretty neat. And then, of course, a lot of the teams will just, call us over and say, hey, come try this. Or
Right.
our partners,
Right.
too. So,
Yeah, it's one of the best. I'm not. Jan hates me when I bring this up, but I volunteer for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Oh, okay.
The
Yes.
barbecue competition portion of it.
Yes.
Beverage stands. Shout out to them. I'm not a part of their media relations, so please don't send me
Right.
Cease and desist?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, it's super awesome because you get to go around to all the teams, and everybody is super nice. And you got the colors on, so y'all have different colors for different. Or y'all all wear the royal blue?
We wear blue. We wear red.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
our brand colors. Yes.
Yeah, nice, love this.
Yeah. So I is there? And I know last night I saw a few kids. And I know in our area we really try to bring kids in and get them going in events. Is there like a kids queue going on out here as well?
Yes, we do
Oh,
have a
that's what I'm
kids
talking
queue.
about.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Well, to continue with our mission, we have a kids queue. So there will be about 75 kids competing in that as well. And I think there's maybe a waiting list even for
I bet.
that. So that's neat to see. And they partner with a competition team as well. So they have some guidance.
Yep.
So there's 2 different age categories. One will compete with a steak and one will compete with a hamburger. So
Okay.
Oh, nice.
very excited
nice.
to see who will be
Super
crowned
cool.
in those divisions. It's always fun for the award ceremony.
Right. Right.
I mean, I wonder if this has been going on for such a long time. If there's any of the kids that were in the kids queue that are now out here competing as adults.
That would be fun to see.
Yeah.
We should do some research on
Yeah,
I'll
that.
bet.
Yeah.
I bet there is.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
for sure.
pretty sure. Well, some of these kids come from their parents or
Pitmasters
pitmasters
already,
and
right.
great
So,
cooks
yeah.
as well.
Right.
But I'm sure some of these kids out here can probably teach a few lessons to a lot of us.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, director of communications, like, what is that? What is your role? What does that mean to someone that doesn't know, like me?
Did you whisper that, John? I don't know
Is
what
it
happened.
not loud enough?
Forget talking.
Sorry.
It's weird.
Want me to yell?
Yeah.
So I'm actually new into my role here. Not new to the American Royal. I actually started as an intern in this position. So about 12 years ago, I started as an intern, and then started in the equine event side for about 5 years. Switched over to livestock, which is actually my background and my roots. I was the event manager for livestock for 5 years. So I was just promoted to this position back in May. So obviously promoting all of our events, working, with all of our events team and the rest of our operations team just to make sure that we can get all of these events promoted, and talking to different marketing companies and different media partners as well to make sure we can get the word out there about our events and talk about our mission as well.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Well, we feel honored to be out here. It's just our first time. And we are comp cookers, so we do compete.
Okay.
But a lot of it's in Texas.
Okay.
And like I said, just making the trip here and being a part of this experience, I'm already thinking about next year, and I'm I've got to get in here. I've got to win to get in. I'm gonna be in here, or maybe we'll do that and do this. I don't know. It's just
Both.
it's a very neat and cool experience to have, and
For sure.
definitely feel fortunate to have it. So
Well, I'm so glad you guys joined us this year. It's going to be a great week.
Yes.
it is.
A great weekend. I guess.
It
Yes.
is. It is. Okay. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
Thank you so much for
Definitely.
coming on.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thanks, guys.